When someone is on a cancer journey, their focus should be on healing, not how to pay for it. The New Day Foundation for Families is there to help make sure patients in Michigan and their families are supported both financially and emotionally. This morning, we're learning more about New Day, its growth into West Michigan, and how you can get involved. Gina Cal-Spain is the co-founder and president, joining us via Zoom. Gina, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me, Michelle. I appreciate it.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the origins of this organization. How did your experience go into the creation of the New Day Foundation?
Yeah, well, I was a young wife and mother, and when my boys were just 1 and 3, their dad, Matt, was diagnosed with a rare form of cancer. And after about a 3-year battle with that disease, he ultimately lost his battle on Christmas Day of 2005. And in the aftermath of losing your spouse and having just gone through so much with my family and my kids and the fears and concerns that we had about losing income and how we were going to pay for our lives and all those sorts of things, along the way, I met a man named Michael Spain, and he had just gone through a different type of cancer journey, a much shorter one, but he experienced the loss of his spouse. And so the two of us blended our families, and we sort of commiserated over not only the hardships that came with the loss of a spouse and having, becoming single parents and the financial implications, but just sort of the fact that we were so surrounded by community and had so many people supporting us throughout that experience. And so we looked at each other after a while, after we ultimately sort of, to cut to the chase, we fell in love, blended two families, and started the Brady Bunch in our town. But ultimately, what it led to was the foundation. We started New Day Foundation for Families out of those experiences of losing our spouses and experiencing cancer firsthand.
Yeah. Well, I'm so sorry for your losses, but it's so good to see something so positive come out of this. Let's talk about what New Day does today for families going through their cancer journey.
Yeah, so really, in its simplest form, we really provide a financial bridge for families who are going through cancer. So you'll find that the first thing people think of when they get diagnosed with cancer is, I need to get the best possible medical care, right? But the second, and sometimes even the most important need that they have is financial in that moment, because they're worrying about, how am I going to sustain my family while I'm going through treatment, or while I'm caring for my child who's going through treatment. So we provide financial assistance. We pay direct to creditors on behalf of families who are struggling financially. So we are partnered with 120 some hospitals across the state. Many of those are right in West Michigan. And we've been working with them for almost a dozen years now to provide these services to families. So our job is to really make sure that the cancer patient, the one who's going through care and through treatment, has the best possible chance at getting to remission. We want to improve their quality of life. We want to make sure that their treatment outcomes are successful, because when you have financial struggles, you're twice as likely to die from your cancer diagnosis than you would be if you had the financial sustainability that you need to get through this.
Wow. I mean, that's pretty impactful right there. And a statement that you use a lot is financial toxicity. Explain what that means and how it impacts someone, because I think that's speaking directly to that, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's objectively what it really is a loss of income coupled with an increase in expenses while going through cancer. That sort of, we think of chemotherapy as toxic, but when you think about the financial implications and the fact that the statistics show that if you are struggling financially, your outcomes are significantly poorer. So, everyone knows, like, hospitals have programs and there's insurance and there's social services throughout the state, but those simply are not enough for families to stay afloat. So what we know about financial toxicity is that it causes harm to the cancer journey. And what we want to do is make sure that people do not have to have that one piece of the puzzle have anything to do with the outcome, right? We want that to be the thing that actually sustains them and keeps them going. So that's what we're here to do. We're here to make sure that families are upheld. They're our priority. I mean, we know research is important. We know that medical care is important, but we are a pillar of cancer care that is vital to that journey. And so we're so grateful to do it. I mean, there are more than 750 families every year that we come into contact with who call on us and rely on us to help them through this. So it's an honor to do this work. We're super beyond grateful for the support that we get from the community in West Michigan. And we're thankful for partners who come alongside of us and for opportunities like this to tell our story and to help people understand.
Well, it's great work you're doing, Gina. And you also wrote a book that's becoming a Hallmark movie. Let's talk about that quickly.
Yes. So my husband and I authored a book called The Color of Rain, and it really sort of tells the origins of New Day. It talks about our story. As the subtitle of the book says, it's a story of faith, hope, and love, and how two families sort of found their way through tragedy. And New Day is a part of that story. So the craziest part of the story, though, is that after we wrote the book and it was published by Zondervan right out of Grand Rapids, we ended up getting asked if we wanted to turn this into a movie. So Hallmark, the Hallmark Channel, did it. They made the movie, and Lacey Chabert is the person who plays me in the film, and she's a wonderful person and a big supporter of our cause as well. And yeah, that's been a really unique experience. Having a movie made about your life is weird.
I bet, but so cool. So is it out yet? Can we see it?
It is. It's out. It's on the Hallmark Channel, and they air it quite frequently. In fact, they just aired it last Saturday, but they post about it. We post about it on our website and on our social media platforms to let people know that it's showing. And every time it shows, we get a great response from the community because it's a really, really well done film. I mean, it talks about the love story between my husband and I and blending our two families, but at the heart of it really is the faith and the love and partly in part New Day. So it's all woven into the story.
Perfect. Okay. Well, Gina, thank you so much for being with us. Quickly, you have an event coming up in Grand Rapids, not until June, but it's a happy hour for hope, June 6th at the City Flats, 5:30 to 7:30. It's $85 a person. But you want to learn more about what they do. You want to support this cause, foundationforfamilies.org. You can also find them on Facebook. We'll be right back.